Here is tea number 1. So we've got some salad, some coleslaw, some roasted lime there, and we're having the masala marinated chicken with minted yoghurt sauce, but instead of doing a whole chicken, we've done some chicken thighs. So I'm having one, but I may have two, and that is out of the Hairy Dieters book number 1, and it's masala marinated chicken with minted yoghurt sauce. It's on page 50 of the Hairy Dieters book number 1. And now there are quite a lot of spices, herbs and spices in this, but I must say it's definitely worth it. I could only eat one of the chicken thighs, so we kept some for the next day for lunch, and actually it was lovely as well. So they say 1.65 kilograms of chicken. We used the chicken thighs for that. 1 lime quartered, freshly ground black pepper, and fresh watercress or baby leaf salad to serve. The marinade was 6 cardamom pods, 2 tablespoons of cumin seeds, 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 4 whole cloves, 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of ground fenugreek, 2 teaspoons of ground turmeric, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 to 2 teaspoons of hot chili powder. I used 1 chili powder for that. And what else? 1 teaspoon of flaked sea salt, 4 garlic cloves, 40 grams of root ginger, and 100 grams of low-fat natural yoghurt. I use fat-free natural yoghurt. And for the minted yoghurt sauce, 200 grams of low-fat natural yoghurt. I use fat-free, and 1 teaspoon of ready-made mint sauce, which you would have to syn for that. And then this is the instructions on how to make it. And like I said, it has a lot in it, but actually once you've bought them you can make it, as often as you want to. It's very, very rich, but absolutely lovely. It was a big hit in my house. And then that's the final bit of the recipe there as well. So definitely worth making. Took a little bit of time, but absolutely lovely. So recipe idea number 2 is paprika chicken. We had ours with boiled rice, which will be free on the plan. It was absolutely gorgeous, thoroughly enjoyed it. So again, it was out of the Hairy Dieters book number 1. All of the meals in this video are going to be from this book because I've found lots of recipes. That's what theirs looked like. It was bigger chunks of chicken they did. I made mine slightly smaller, and ours served 4 people with some left over as well. It was a huge hit. It was lovely. I'm just going to go through what was all in that. So we have sunflower oil, which I didn't use. I used my fraiche, 2 medium onions, 12 boneless skinless chicken thighs, 2 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, a 400 can of chopped tomatoes, 400 ml of chicken stock. I didn't put quite as much chicken stock in just so that it didn't need thickened. 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon of dry mixed herbs, 3 large peppers, 1 tablespoon of cornflour, 1 tablespoon of cold water, 6 tablespoons of half-fat creme fraiche, which you need to syn. I didn't use that actually, and some fresh ground black pepper. And this is the recipe that I used, and the instructions, in case you want to pause at any point to have a read at that. But absolutely lovely. Again, it was a big hit with the family as well. So here is meal number 3 idea from the Hairy Dieters. This one is from book number 1, and it's chicken and mushroom risotto. So that is what mine looks like, and that is the recipe in the book. I don't have any parmesan, and I haven't used creme fraiche either, but I'm fine about that. So in this recipe there is wild mushrooms, just boiled water, chicken stock cubes, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Instead of olive oil I used fraiche, small chestnut mushrooms, a medium onion, garlic cloves, risotto rice, and you can add parmesan cheese, half-fat creme fraiche, which you'd need to syn, and parmesan cheese of course. Then there's flaked sea salt and black pepper. So like I said, I used everything apart from the parmesan cheese and the creme fraiche. So that is meal number 3 idea. I'll definitely be making this again. It was absolutely gorgeous, and actually I don't think it really needed the chicken. You could have just made it with the 2 types of mushrooms, but very, very nice and definitely worth the time and effort to make it. Meal idea number 4 is fruity rice salad. It makes a massive portion, so there was plenty left for lunch the next day as well, which is great. So you boil 125 grams of easy cook whole grain rice, and then you cool it by putting it into a sieve under cold water, cold running water, and then set that aside. And then you fry 2 teaspoons of olive oil. I use Fry Light to make it free. Half a medium red onion finely chopped, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, and when that's cooking in the pan you add 2 tablespoons of cold water to stop it sticking. Then add freshly squeezed juice and finely grated zest of 1 small unwaxed lemon. I used just a bottle of the lemon juice. 1 small pineapple or half a medium pineapple, roughly 500 grams. I didn't weigh anything at all for that. And you just chop that up and pop that into the bowl. Half a cucumber chopped, and 100 grams of red grapes chopped up as well, or half should I say. A large handful of fresh coriander roughly chopped is added. It was absolutely lovely. It was certainly worth making, and I will definitely be making this again. I think I might add some apple next time. Good evening. So this is day 5 meal ideas for evening meals, and again it's from the Hairy Dieters book number 1, and this is day 5, so this is the last one for this week, and it is the rich beef and ale casserole. I'm afraid my book's getting in a terrible mess. So this is what I put in mine. So I did alter it quite a bit just to take out the syns, or quite a lot of the syns. So it says a tablespoon of sunflower oil. I didn't use that. I used some Fry Light, 2 medium onions, 4 tablespoons of plain flour. I didn't use that. Flaked sea salt, mixed herbs, lean braised beef, bay leaf. It says 500 ml of dark ale or stout. I used 350 ml, so I am classing as 8 syns for the 440 ml can of stout that I used. 250 ml of beef stock made with 1 beef stock cube. I put 2 beef stock cubes in and I reduced it to 200 ml. 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. It asks for 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. I didn't use that either. 5 medium carrots, peeled and thickly sliced. 2 parsnips, peeled, halved lengthways and sliced, and fresh ground pepper, and I added a little bit of salt. I would add some cornflour if I needed it. It's 1 cent a teaspoon, but I didn't thicken it with anything at all. I think because I reduced the amount of liquid that was in there. So I'm having mine with new potatoes and cavallero cabbage, I think it's called, and it looks absolutely lovely. So that is meal number 5. So thank you so much for watching this video, my 5 evening meal ideas from the Hairy Dieters book number 1. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and give me a little comment down below. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.